Hi, guys. Paladin Pirate says, do I want to know why a cat person was dancing at another person? Well, this is the land where money flows, if you can earn it. Technically. PaulJPowers.com, hi, you doing? Says the Paladin Pirate always, and then, yes, we always want to know why a cat person was dancing. Because sometimes the music just makes you have to move. At least that's what makes the most sense to me. So yes. Time to... I'm trying to remember where actually I go next. I know I'm heading towards a boss battle, but I think they make me have to go somewhere else first. Because they want to introduce new mechanics that would have made a lot more sense back when this part of the game was hard to play through. Life, materia, and everything. Minfilia would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to take an understanding of this process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him to use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in Central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Alrighty, so we gotta go back to Central Thanalan. So, how are you guys doing this evening? I know Paul's getting ready to talk about the Diaries of a Princess on the Retro Rewind podcast. I know that's tonight. Mucinex Body Pox? No, not Mucinex Body Pox. Mutamix Bubbly Pots. They have weird names. And I just realized I can't see my chat because my other microphone is in the way. Let's move that over. PaulJPowers.com says yes. And Paladin Pirate says, was that an ad? No. Though it is that time of year, isn't it? So I will tell you that right now my first goal is to get to where I have mounts. Because having to walk everywhere is annoying. And I would like to be able to ride. Chocobo Keep. Well met, traveler. My entry in a Chocobo Porter. Yes, it's the first time to the stop. Hire one, and can you take me to Horizon? That's where I'm going. Old I think can get me partway there. And granted, this is not necessarily a mount. This is more of a taxi service. Because I can't really control where the Chocobo is going. Yes, this is a rental Chocobo. Soon I shall have one of my very own. I've just have to put out a fire first. You'll understand what I mean by that in a minute. It's a mountain terrain Tauntaun. Mountain terrain or all terrain? And ATTT. You want me to call it Fluffy? I can name my Chocobo when I get it. I was going to leave that up to the audience as to what to name my Boko. And I'm aiming to get it tonight, so I will take Fluffy into consideration. Could have taken me on inside, Mr. Chocobo. Wow, 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 wow. Of course, I can't ride my Chocobo in town, unfortunately. That'd be too easy. And considering some of the mounts, they get really annoying really fast. Okay, Chocobo Keep. Mimi Gun. Can you take me? Let me go to Bent Branch. Yes, I need to go. Oh, sorry, not Bent Branch. Blackbrush Station. Bent Branch is a little far. You heading out, Paul? Have a good evening. Perhaps I'll raid you and Roy later. And Celeste will be there too. Ba-ba-doo-ba-ha. Na-na-na-na-ma-ba. Na-na-na-na-na. Alrighty, Blackbrush Station. We head out towards where Mutamix is. Somewhere out here, out by the cacti, I'm going down the wrong trail. Let me turn around tonight. You're lurking for dinner? Alrighty. Thank you for the lurk. Do appreciate it. A lot of flies. Alrighty, I think I'm getting close. There's Mutamix Bubbly Pots. A gobby. Who is Uplander? Come to tentering of Mutamix Bubbly Pots. I have a dagger. It's a plain dagger that has absolutely no defining characteristics, except that the hilt does smell quite nice. Fighting Tool drinks in thy airy self. When full of airy self, Fighting Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. think I've been around this guy too much. If Materia joined with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes Fighty Tool gains power of Airy Self. I didn't follow any of that at all. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yeah, I know her. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of Materia. Uplander bring Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? I did. Fighty Tool is unstrong as Eating Tool. Make a good teachy show of power of Materia. The Materia Master. Now, Eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Materia join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of Materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When ye attached a piece of materia to gear, ye imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from Summit, how it will struggle to cut stake into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowledge of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Mutamix. If you thought this was the only time we were going to run into really weird ways of saying things, it's not. Let's go back to Minfilia the fast way. I have returned. It is nighttime at Vesper Bay. There are a couple of quests here I'm going to eventually do that will get me some other nice little abilities, we'll say, to keep me looking nice. Entrance to the solar. Enter the solar? See. If Roy is listening, that means yes. Oh, Minfilia, I got your knife back. Welcome back, Jack. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved you fruitful. Yes, I have a materia-enhanced dagger, a once ordinary dagger now made special with the wonders of materia. Here's your dagger. What a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Jack, so make it your ally. Now, it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray, speak with me when you are ready to begin. I will do so. Ooh, and you're going to give me a weapon. Lord of the Inferno. Minfilia would like you to assist the Immortal Flames. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amal Jah to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amal Jah responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amal Jah are anticipated to leave to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Jack. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. So I got me a weapon. Let's see what we got. As we open the weapon coffer. And we got us a... It's on my other thing. If I can hit the right buttons. We got a Carnage Sword. It's going to be pretty nice. And I saw that we had a shield also. Our first real shield. So that's one that's we got on us. An Iron Lantern Shield. So let's get a good look what we got here. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Back to Camp Drybone. Wait. Why am I going this way? Let's go this way. Especially since it's still free. Alrighty. Where are you? You're around here somewhere. Like right on top of you already, and you're... Oh, are you in here? Is that why I can't find you? Ah, yes. Flame Sergeant. Huzzah, I am here. Ah, you're Jack Hoppington of the Scions? My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture the Amalj'aa and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware of their man Ungust has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalj'aa plot. If this mission succeeds, Jack, let's make sure it does. Alrighty, so we gotta stop some Amalj'aa, some lizard men. And they're up to the north of us, which means I think I can take a Chocobo Porter. Since I remember where the Chocobo Porter in this town is. I think it's up there. Yep, there it is. It's the Chocobo Keep. Well met, traveler. Yes. Hire Chocobo Porter. And go to the Golden Bazaar. Yes, go. It's not... That wasn't the start of the song. It's night out here by Camp Drybone. The stars are shining bright, and so are the crystals. It's kinda pretty out here as I go to attack some lizard men who have been kidnapping people. Da 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 da. I hope nothing bad is going to happen. Surely the face of the demon at the start of this quest was not referencing anything. I can't imagine what it could be. Y'all aren't the Amalj'aa I'm wanting to attack Harif, so I'm just gonna go on right past you. Excuse me, guys. I'm busy. I got something going on. Got something going on. Bum-ba-doo. Rotting corpses. There's my destination. And we wait. A level sync is in effect. Let's go. Let's do it. That was a... Alright, Ungus. You've been a pain in the bohoney for the last bit. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amal job here. Yes, sir. Whoa! What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. There's more of them! It's an ambush! Hey, 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 hey! Ha 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 ha! I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the Immortal Flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? 'Twas almost as if someone was feeding them information from the inside. Your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Hee hee hee. I don't remember the voice I was using for Ungus, but oh well. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Alrighty. Everybody attack me! Here, both the friends are keeping you company!
Filthy traitors! When I get my hands on you!
I said attack me, not the squishies! I'll attack your squishies! I wonder. Not here. Not like this. Another wave. Stay sharp, men. Okay, fine. Attack, squishy lizard men. God dang it, is there no ends to them? This show is only just beginning. I am wondering how many of these goobers are there. I get the feeling I need to be focusing on Hatsuk Cha here. Tell my daughter I love her. Put up your weapons, or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Time for a nap. Sleep. Bring him. The rest of you march. Traitorous scum. We have woken up in a cave. This can't be good. Flame Sergeant, I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers is now accessible. All right. Let's take a look at that. It is actually over here. The Bowl of Embers. Owing to a betrayal, you have been captured by the Amalja and taken to their stronghold of Zanrak. They are to be given as an offering to the Primal Ifrit. If you are to survive this fiery encounter with the Lord of the Inferno, you and your comrades must fight with no less than every ounce of your strength. Should you fall, your souls shall burn for eternity. Nothing like starting off with the worst sounding one, right? I'm on the wrong one. I need to go to duty support. All right, we're going in with a Scion Conjurer, Scion Thaumaturge, and a Scion Lancer. Let's do it. Commence. Oh, I didn't update my portrait. Oh no, it's an eclipse. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Oh yeah, that's disturbing. O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells! Bring those two as well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the right of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No! Spare me, I beg you! Pitiful children of man, may by my breath, I claim you. Hang on. Excuse me. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. That wasn't hot at all. Oh, mighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. Forsooth, thy frail mortal flame can serve as a vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless's blessed number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. And now we got to fight a god. At least we got 3 friends who aren't, you know, trying to kill us for fighting their god. So there's that. Alright. Turn tank stance on. And attack the giant Ifrit monster thingy. Huzzah! And I don't want you facing my friends. I want you to face me. Face me, not the squishy. Okay, we're down to 80%. Succumb to the inferno. We're down to 60%. Surrender thyself to the fires of judgment. This is the term power in that nail. Attack the nail. 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 I see a fiery demon thing. Take it out. Nails down. Over here. 44%. %. 30%. 25%. I'm almost there. 19. 15, 13, 12. We're to 11. 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a free is down. Ooh, red rock candy. Adding it to our collection. And that would be 2. Pray, forgive my lateness. Yeah, now you show up. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting their captives. No less than I expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Jack. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. You have no idea. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit. What a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking old Dawn interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland. Given the troubles at court, we have only ourselves to rely on. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meat of yours is too old to give any readings worth a dang. Nor, not that they were ought to worth a dang for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventure's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware, woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. I had thought the fire was gone, but okay. I'll leave the duty now. Meanwhile, back at Camp Drybone. There you are, Thancred. Ah, there you are, Jack. Come rest a while. You will have no better opportunity after witnessing that god's ignominious defeat. The Amalja were less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. You may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said for their... They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered... Ah, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Jack. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I've suspected you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. And feel be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing your tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You meanwhile have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss the matters in more detail there, and then, just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. I'm guessing whatever that was flashing is gone now. That was getting distracting. Okay. We must pray return to the Waking Sands. Alrighty, I have returned Menphilia. I defeated a god, or what some people worship as a god. I have a lot of questions, like what's up with those guys that are with us that now act like Ifrit is their god, despite the fact that they didn't worship him before. I'm confused. Unconfuse me. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the cellar giving a full report to Lady Menphilia. You should join them at once. Lady Menphilia is eager to see you. I will do so. My late arrival nearly cost Jack his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Jack, it's good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Menphilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything, yet you have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, Yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. And now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this the tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in their physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be tracked back to a primal. Which leaves us as to the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, that grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yes, even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to the primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my providing feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The Immortal Flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. You may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of your respite, Jack. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who fell Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The Flames, with whom you were imprisoned, included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there was any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, so that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope you will continue to stand with us, Jack. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Dun, dun, dun. Well, that wasn't disturbing at all. Minfilia, what's going on? Minfilia is wearing a wry smile. Might have something to do with your newfound fame. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Ida and Papalymo that the Scions would benefit from your aid, and no sooner had you joined us that you personally bested the Primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Jack. Or rather, you have guests.
Beg pardons.
Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa Lominsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Jack, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent envoys to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit that they have as evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Jack's deeds spread so quickly. That the Immortal Flame should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other Grand Companies? Eep! Your reputation precedes you, Master Hoppington. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learned that you had begun your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Hoppington. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talents belongs with the Immortal Flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Lominsa to the shores of glory. Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation will help to clarify your thoughts on the matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will of course recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. As You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Jack hear our latest speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. We are camping out in Lady Midfilia's office while you are doing this. I know full well that adventurers are by their very nature liberty-loving breed, and not best suited for the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Jack, and if you are capable of doing untold good, yet know the great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are, but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12s know that we will have such need in the days ahead. The grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similarly, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this Link Pro with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of a location. Woohoo, I got a cell phone! A fantasy cell phone. Eorzea is changing, Jack, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She'll apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. She already ran out of the room, didn't she? Are you guys really going to hang out in here while I'm gone? Minfilia may want privacy. This is her office, for crying out loud. Tataru, I need to know where I'm going. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Jack. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect that you want to know where and when the remembrances services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seedseer Khan E. Senna will deliver her address at the Mi Ketos Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Rauban al-Din will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's to be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Lominsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlwyb Bluefitswin will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanthiel, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go. Then, I hope you find the Remembered services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though, with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell! Yeah, so I will go ahead and say you can actually do these 3 in any order, but I'm going to go in the order suggested just for simplicity's sake. To Gridania! We do have impeccable timing. I need to go to the amphitheater. I wonder if they're still doing the Valention's Day, or if that's finished. That's finished. I think. Wasn't sure when that finished. Unless me doing this quest caused all that stuff to disappear. That is possible.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 Seedseers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
I will say, if you're not liking the voice acting, it gets better when we get to the first expansion.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races.
Fair enough.
So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Who are you
Do
two?
you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer.
What about it?
The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
Who are you?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us.
Which is a shame, really.
Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its
Dude,
war
what is with your
conquest
eyes?
to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness.
Staring into my soul much?
And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
Ooh, ah.
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Carteneau. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice.
I'm sure you do, actually.
Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity.
Yep. That would be the giant dragon.
The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable.
Okay.
So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Thank you for the warning.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on the
high
bloody
roads without
Ixal.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike.
That is true.
Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood.
Where's the Green Wrath stopping them?
Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We
Is
are
it?
gathered here to honor the fallen.
Okay.
Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you, join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We
Well,
must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
Well, you certainly know how to rally your audience, Khan. I'll give you that much. Okay, so who are you two weird-looking people who keep interrupting the speech?
If you'll permit me, Alfie No,
I'll permit you what?
and my sister, Alize, at your service.
Okay.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might
Wait.
call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Wait a minute, weren't you in the carriage when I came to town? Y'all weren't wearing fancy clothes then. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned their primal, Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal even more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are careful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'll wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to an all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Are you trying to recruit me? Well, perhaps we will find out, if the Elder Seatseer's words fell on fertile ground. you've got like a little flap of skin there that's got to be uncomfortable. With that cloth wraps around you like that, dude. All right, to Ul'dah. Take the Ethernet up to the Chamber of Rule, because I think it's near there. I was not far off. Coming through. Oh, I passed it. I didn't see where they were stopped. I just made an assumption I had to go to the door. I see the destination now. Stay out of the way in case somebody else needs it. Waiting, I'm waiting.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well.
Yeah, the voice acting can get pretty bad.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Rauban!
Sure, the Amalja
Where
disagree with
since
you on that.
antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ur dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Naldar have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
Well, that would be my guess. Oh, look, the twins are here.
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Carteneau, none spent more in blood and gold than we.
Well,
Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
you have an opinion there, Alphino?
Yet many left our gates, never to return.
Yeah, that's how war. That's because it's war.
Let
dude.
us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests.
At least you're faster at this speech than
If the
Senna
fates
was.
were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled.
I mean, they're taking
Where
them
are
out,
the
aren't they?
merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous?
Wait, do you think the rich are merciful?
I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our
Really
enemies
now?
surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade.
I mean, we just killed their god, so it should be
Meanwhile,
fine.
The Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth.
No, we'll have to take them out next.
We stand on a
Or soon, at
precipice,
least.
yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall.
Yes, but division is what, like, you check your entire
Victory and
lore.
Fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you.
Well,
Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity.
I'll give
As
you
the
this,
realm prospers,
Raubon.
so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
You definitely know how to talk to this audience.
Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
She sounded so...
Your grace.
Raubon?
Oh, is the Sultana herself going to speak?
People of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you.
At least you're
Much
cute.
has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived.
Are
For
they?
the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people.
Idealist, are we?
Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Well, at least you know how to rally the groups, too.
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune.
What was that
Ride
voice?
fearless into the inferno, for we are by fire reborn. Forsooth,
The time is now!
I
Fancy meeting you again.
Why was that choice allowed? The time is now! Oh, I forget how bad the voice acting is in these early stages of the game during A Realm Reborn. Because once we get into Heaven's Word, we get like a voice cast change, and it fixes a lot of this. They just never went back and revoiced the old parts of the game. The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Yeah, I know, I took them down. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. That's putting it mildly. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If naught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming that they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventure of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. I get the feeling your sister doesn't like you talking so much. On to Limsa Lominsa. And, yeah, this is the way. Zonthel, I need to go upstairs. There's a service I need to attend. Here to attend a remembrance service. Be quick, the Admiral's due to give her address at any moment. Yes, I'll go that way.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
I don't know, make him swell with pride. I'm still trying to pick which one of these three to go with.
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Well, that is impressive. You're back.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say.
Is it now?
The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
Oh, this is Pirate
When the
Town.
Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Carteneau.
And y'all failed too.
That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa.
And y'all failed too.
I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive.
And that's what happens with a tragedy.
Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom.
You got a problem
Much
with
as
them?
the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
You snobbish prick.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding.
That's
Yet
true.
still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep.
I mean,
But
things
when
don't
I
recover
stand
immediately.
atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again?
I mean, you can try.
Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Well, I mean, Leviathan's kind of a goober like that.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go.
They got a mind too.
These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire.
I mean, they're
Even
always going to be an
now,
issue.
The Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long.
I mean, you could go take them out.
We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck?
You have a point.
There is but one course left to us.
Pirate?
One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port.
Become a pirate?
We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt Pirate and Maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest.
So be a pirate.
Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men.
Well, that makes sense.
To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Well, that could be fun.
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Oh my word, this voice acting. This is the worst part. Worst voice acting in the game.
Fancy meeting you again.
You've been following me. What are you talking about? As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in Lominsan's backyard. And that is to say naught of the internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans with their blades and watch. Fellas, the Guardians whet their blades and watch. I get said right in a minute. If the Lominsans are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched in a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. What are you trying to say, you smug little twat? Why does your sister not speak? Jack, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final Remembrance service is now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. I suspect she wants them out of her office. We could do that for her, I think. And I think, once we get this turned in, I may call it a night. And I will say, it's going to be 2 weeks until I get back to this, because I will be out of town next week. I apologize for that in advance, but it is what it is. And I will not be getting my Chocobo tonight. It'll have to be next week. It'll have to be in 2 weeks. So y'all got 2 weeks to decide on a name for my Chocobo. Be thinking. Currently, the only suggestion is Fluffy. And I don't see my Chocobo as being fat. Okay, Minfilia, I'm back. Welcome back, Jack. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you now see why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Jack. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, Pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. And complete. Quest is complete. Ooh, and we got a cutscene. And we appear to be back in Ul'Dah.
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
You smug little twat.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Oh, you don't like what he's going with?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies.
Well, I mean, that's
As
kind of
though
what they're
the
supposed to be.
Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
I mean, really, what did you expect?
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies.
Yeah.
Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None.
That's true.
I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alisaie, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them.
I mean, those are hard to sell.
Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain.
And, yeah.
So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies.
So they're the only ones working together on this, is what you're saying.
Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
You have a point.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
Oh. You're related to somebody we should know about.
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I need to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
Y'all two will never see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
You'll be on the same path.
My
They won't
lady,
see the
We are
same.
to escort you.
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all.
So
The
does
salve
Alpha
will serve
Novagard?
not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Alrighty. Let's see if we can find somebody to raid. Hang on. Okay, let's see what we can find. I don't think that Retro Rewind will have started back up yet. I think they'll wait until closer to 8:30. Book of Gaming is technically on, but they're in pre-show until like 8:15, it says. Aki and I'm not going to worry about it this evening. Y'all have a good evening, and I will catch y'all